Alright, hey guys, happy Thursday. This is Sam, and I am stressed out. I am leaving tomorrow morning I have to leave the house at 5 a.m., catching a flight to Minneapolis to go film, the play that I was talking about last week, called The Naked Eye. It's all sold out, so I hope you got your tickets by now, if you live in Minneapolis. Also, you can stand at the door, and hopefully they're gonna let other tickets go for sale. Anyway, I'm officially stressed out and packing, and I know that today we're supposed to talk about stuff, but I only have see, it's already 2:04, and I have to work at 4, and I have to pack for my trip. So we're gonna pack and talk about the topic. So we're talking about gender in the media. Books and movies and things. And I think I already talked about this a little bit, but we'll play a game. Da-da-da-da! Here's the game. Can you find the gender books in Sam's packing? Alright, let's see. So this is my crazy amount of stuff that I'm trying to pack for my trip. Let's take a look. Oh, what's that? Middlesex. Jen already talked about it. I've only read part. I'm really bad at reading gender books, but I like to collect them. So Middlesex. Here's another one. The Last Time I Wore a Dress, a memoir. Really good. I've only, again, read the beginning, but check that out. What's in here? The Gendered Society. I haven't read this at all, and I think that a friend let me borrow it, so I should take my own advice and read some of my books. But I'm a little stressed out. Let's see. Nobody Passes. Rejecting the Rules of Gender and Conformity. This is actually really cool. It's a compilation of essays written by gender-bendy folks. Really cool. I went to a book reading of that. What's this? Self-Made Man. It's this girl who dresses up like a boy to try to figure out gender and society's constructions of what it means and all of that. And I should really read it. I've read half. What's another one? Oh, what's this? The Drag King Anthology. Again, haven't read it. Borrowing it. Been borrowing it for a long time. I tend to do that. And over here, classic, My Gender Workbook by Kate Bornstein. I personally don't like Kate Bornstein in terms of her writing style. I find it difficult to get through. So, something for everyone. And what's this? Trans Liberation by Leslie Feinberg. Another book that I am borrowing and need to give back. I've only read part, but so far it was really powerful. What's in here? Female Masculinity. Judith Halberstam. Really academic writing. I've again only read part, but amazing stuff. She does really good work. Check her out. Judith Halberstam. Okay, what's this one? From the Inside Out, Radical Gender Transformation, FTM and Beyond. FTM and Beyond. I've actually read most of this one. It's really good, and I will read you a passage in a minute. And the last one is is As Nature Made Him, The Boy Who Was Raised as a Girl. And this is the book that Jay was talking about on Monday. This is really good. I've also read most of it. I seem to have a problem here about books. So there's this one essay called Living La Vida Media by Reed Vandenberg, Living the Middle Life. Then one day a bisexual friend said to me, with some envy in her voice, "What a gift to be able to live as both sexes in one lifetime." This one phrase reframed the experience for me, for the first time putting a positive spin on the concept of being trans. Nowhere else had I encountered a positive interpretation of what it might mean to be trans. I moved forward with a great deal of more confidence and excitement, at the possibilities inherent in the unexpected opportunity life had presented me. Once I began hormones and had top surgery, life became much simpler as my former lesbian life faded away gradually. However, what I found is that I did not become more male in my outlook on life. I had become fully male in appearance while retaining many of the values I had learned in the lesbian community. I did not feel much more comfortable calling myself a man than I had calling myself a woman or a lesbian, though I felt fine calling myself a guy and definitely felt more comfortable in my own skin. I did not lose my lesbian family of choice and found those friendships have retained their original intimacy. If anything, they are deeper than ever, as I am more centered and thus more capable of truly intimate relationships. I gradually came to realize that I had not transitioned from female to male. I had transitioned from female to not female. In the ensuing years, I have come to agree with Kate Bornstein, a trans woman writer and performer, who stated in her book Gender Outlaw, "I know I'm not a man. About that much is very clear, and I've come to the conclusion that I'm probably not a woman either." Now I feel I'm neither man nor woman, though the limitations of English force me to choose sides, if only so I may have terminology with which to describe myself. So, I'm a guy, much more comfortable with male pronouns than female, but not really feeling like a man. I'm living la vida media, life in the middle. I have not crossed the bridge from female on one side, over an immeasurable chasm, to becoming male on the other side. Rather, I have become the bridge. And I just think that that's really beautiful. I've become the bridge. It just kind of takes into consideration how gender is really not binary. And being one or the other doesn't have to be what you're deciding between. You can act on the outside and present on the outside as whichever you're more comfortable with, and act in actions and feelings and emotions in also whichever one you're comfortable with. And I thought that that was amazing. So the bridge, I thought that was cool. And in terms of movies, I haven't really been able to give it much thought since I'm trying to pack and get out the door. But I do know that Trans America is not so bad. Priscilla, Queen of the Desert, I think is probably a lot better. But even though I saw that a long time ago and I need to rewatch it. But Trans America, the reason I have issue with it is because they chose a female to play a male to female character. And even like on the box, it's a hologram. And if you turn it one way, it looks like Felicity Huffman. If you turn it the other way, it looks like her as her character. And it's just not the point. I thought that that was trying to make it more palatable for heteronormative society, and that was really uncool. So Trans America is interesting and it's a good step, but I didn't really think that they did that great a job. In terms of TV, check out Trans Generation. There's this kid on it who went to Smith and was my year, named Lucas, and it's this really cool show that they made for the Sundance Channel, and it follows 4 transgendered college students over the course of a year, and that's really, really cool. So check that out, Trans Generation. Also, Gender Rebel is really cool, and my friend actually edited it, or maybe even shot part of it. And I'll put links in the side that way. Maybe let's try it that way. I really think it's that way though. I don't know. Anyway, I'll put links. Gender Rebel, check that out. It's about gender queer people. And I think that that's something that's really rare to find. And then in terms of music, there's always Take a Walk on the Wild Side, Lou Reed. And also Animal Proof Rock. I don't know if you guys have heard of them, but Animal Proof Rock opened for Ani DeFranco. And they had this song that I can't find online, but it went, "Gender, I'm a bender," or something like that. And that was really cool. So Animal Proof Rock, try to find that if you can. So I forgot one other thing. I just wanted to say that I think that the way that the L Word handles trans stuff is really crappy. I think that they're trying, so that's like really good, but the way that they're having Max act and everything, I feel like is so forced. And like the last episode, he had a full beard that just looked ridiculous. And I know a lot of people who do drag who could do a lot better. So I don't know why they're doing that. I think that it's good that they're trying, but I think they're doing a really terrible job. That's just my opinion. Have a great weekend, everybody, and I will see you next Thursday.